Hello everyone, in this tutorial I'm going to show you how to create a makefile for your program. So when you are given a program to write that is very big, so if you write everything in one single code, the program tends to get very big, and there is a high probability of having an error in a program. So what you can do is you can modularize your program into different components so that it becomes easier to track the errors in your program. Suppose, let's say I've been asked to write a program to find a DFS of a given graph and find the number of connected components present in the given graph. So what I can do is I can modularize my program into components. So here in my terminal, in my computer, what I've done is I've modularized the program into three components. My first component is dfs.h, the second component is dfs.c, and the third component is my dfs.c. So I have modularized my DFS program into three components. So let's go ahead and see what are present inside each one of this component. So my first component is dfs.h. So inside dfs.h I have these two header files, and these are the functions that I'll be using to code my DFS program. So in dfs.c I have the definitions of all these functions that were defined in dfs.h. Their definition are present inside dfs.c. One thing to notice out here is the header directory that is present in dfs.c is #include and within double quotes dfs.h. So this automatically includes these two header files from dfs.c. So dfs.c contains the definitions of all the functions that were defined in dfs.h. In my dfs.c I have the main functions out here, which invokes all the functions that were defined in dfs.c and whose definition were present in dfs.c. Here also I have included this header directory, so this will automatically include this to header directory in my dfs.h. Now to create a makefile you have to name your makefile as makefile. So I've already created a makefile out here, and the name of my makefile is makefile. So you have to be very specific about the name of the makefile and make sure that the name of a makefile is in this format. So let's go ahead and see what is there inside a makefile. So inside a makefile I have named my final executable to be as final. So to create this executable I know these two object files, dfs.o and mydfs.o. Once I have these two object files, I can use the gcc along with these parameters to create this final executable. Now to create dfs.o object file, I need these two files, dfs.c and dfs.h. Once I have these two files, I can use the gcc along with these parameters to create dfs.o object file. Similarly, to create my dfs.o object file, I need these two files, and then I will use the gcc compiler along with these parameters to create my dfs.o object file. The last part, clean, is basically to remove these two object files once I'm done executing my program. So the thing to be noticed out here is this gap out here is a tab. So when you go to the next line and type this line, make sure that you press tab before you start typing gcc. So let's go ahead and run this makefile. So to run the makefile, the command is make. So if there is no error, this executable will be created. So let's see whether this executable has been created or not. So here it is, this executable has been created. Now to run the program I just need to type /final. So this will run my DFS program and find the DFS traversal of a graph along with the number of the components that were present in the given graph. In this tutorial I didn't tell you how the DFS program works, since this tutorial is basically to show you how to create a makefile and not about how the DFS program works. So I hope this tutorial helps you in creating your own Makefile. Thank you for watching the video. Have a nice day.